It's 12 a.m. December 1st. You know, I can sit here and tell you about the fishery and how bad I really think it is, and depletion of bunker in the Chesapeake, and myrobacteriosis, and the seals, and the commercials, and people with the commercial interests just depleting the fishery. But I'm not going to do that on the way home. I'm just too tired to get into it. But I will, however, tell you the story of how I met Joe the Plumber and Stewie. So it goes kind of like this. I was, I guess I was about, I don't know, 21 or so. Long hair, you know, not real long hair, but almost down to my shoulders. And I'm out in Kings, out in Montauk. Kings is on the south side of Montauk. And it's the end of November or mid-November, cold night, kind of night where you can see your breath, you know, just rise up slowly. Now I'm way out on a rock, you know, I'm like 100 yards out on a rock. And there's nobody around. The full moon is shining, beautiful night. So, you know, I'm thinking in my head, wow, somebody could just pick me off. Somebody with a rifle could just shoot me right now, and nobody would ever know. So I look back, I see these two figures, like statues, standing up on the bluffs. And I'm like, who in the hell is that? I mean, why are they out? You know, it's the middle of the night. Why are they looking at me? I thought they were going to do something to me. So after about 20-25 minutes, they didn't move, and I didn't have any fish. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to go back to my car. And back then, you know, I wasn't driving a truck or anything. I was, you know, I had a 1984 Honda Accord. You know, that was so I'm talking about right around the moratorium, most likely, 1984-ish. Maybe a little bit later than that. But anyway, so I walk up, and there's these two guys. There's one guy, kind of looks like Ron Jeremy. His hair's all over the place. And the other guy, you know, quiet guy, thinner. And the one guy goes, and this was Joe the Plumber. He goes, "Did you catch anything?" I go, no, not even a hit. He goes, "Where are you parked? I don't see your car." I'm like, oh, you know, I parked up in the lot. He goes, "You want to ride?" I go, yeah, you know. And, you know, I had seen Joe around, but, you know, I was never introduced to him or anything like that. You know, back then he was like a fixture there. So, he says, "I'll give you a ride, but you can't sit in my seat. You can't get in the car with your wet waders. You gotta sit on my hood of my car." So I think he had a brown Bronco or something. Freaking bucktails everywhere. Bucktails just put into the dashboard, you know. Just a fishing truck, really. So we get to his truck, I start getting up on his truck. And Joe goes, "What the fuck you doing? Why are you getting on my truck?" I'm like, you know, I thought you said get on your truck. He's like, get in the car. Get in this truck. So I get in the truck. Stewie's sitting in the back and Joe's driving. So he's like, "My name's Joe. This is Stewie. Don't look at him. He's a native Montauk Indian. If you look at him, he'll slit your throat." I was like, you know, this was the middle of the night. I'm with two guys. I have no idea who these guys are, really. So I don't know if you guys, you know, if you're familiar with Camp Hero in the fort. Back then, we didn't have any number of spots. I don't even think you were allowed way back in there at the time. So Joe is doing 60 back there. I look at his speedometer, 60 miles an hour. I'm just sitting in the back, you know, sitting on the passenger side, just holding on. I didn't want to say anything. I thought he would just, I don't know. But he did take me back to my car, and I was appreciative of that. And that is how I met Joe the Plumber and Stewie. Now some of you are probably saying to yourself, who in the hell are Joe the Plumber and Stewie? Well, you know, back in the day, Joe and Stewie were fixtures at Montauk. I don't think there was a day that went by that any regular at Montauk didn't see those two. Jack was always a fixture. Jack was always there too. Jack used to park his, this is like, what do you have, a bus? I think he had a bus or something. He used to park it at a False Bar. Jack lived at False Bar. But anyway, these two guys were probably the two best bucktailers I've ever seen. You want to learn how to bucktail? You ever see Stewie? He's still fishing around. Watch him, and you'll see him. He's got dreadlocks. Usually wears a green rain jacket, and I think he fishes a honey lammy. So you know, those guys will take fish on bucktails when you say, no way, there's fish there, and bang, they'll start banging fish on bucktails. Excellent bucktail fishermen, both of them. So, you know, just a couple fixtures at Montauk, and really, in my mind, legendary.